Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're back again. Storm here.
Tom here.
Hi, Tom.
Kimmy here. Hi, Tom.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
We're going to be watching more Lost today. We're having fun this morning. We're going to be watching episode 12 of season 3. Last week's episode was called Enter 77. Makes sense. I want to play those old computer games. I mean, they have a lot of good computer games. I mean, that's a general statement there, but I love Solitaire. It's really addicting.
Apparently, like, Locke is totally in agreement. He just loves to play. He wanted to get back to that game so bad.
Yeah.
Well, I think after not having any technology for however long they've been on that island for, I would play anything that came along my way.
That's right.
And you know how long it probably takes to play that game, because even that patch guy said, oh, I've been trying to...
Patches?
I know. I wrote my notes for last week's episode, and I kept writing eye patch guy or patches down. So, but yeah, like, he had to keep playing that game, and Patches said that he couldn't beat it or something, which was probably a bluff. He knew, like, probably how to beat it. So you have to play it for a long time just to get those options back. So how many times did Locke actually play it before he did the 77 option?
Right.
You know?
Wow.
It kind of makes me think of another show that we're watching. We're watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., where they had something kind of similar with options on a computer, but they didn't listen to the whole menu. You gotta read the whole menu.
Listen to the whole menu
Nah.
before you
Alien
select.
Invasion. So, shall we just get into this episode and see what they're going to do with Eye Patch Guy?
Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's do it. And we're watching on Amazon. We have been watching on Amazon, so just because I know a few of our viewers watch on DVD. 312. Oh.
She hit a
Ooh.
lady.
Oh, going through the... Ooh. She flew through the window?
Don't shake her.
Oh my god, but you're freaking out. So she, flew through the windshield?
If I wasn't wearing her seatbelt.
Yeah.
The only way I could get you to sleep in was to borrow the midget.
Just you've been so depressed all week, and now it's
Faces fear.
breakfast in bed and picnic.
He's probably
I
like,
feel-
start living your life.
Yeah, after the van.
Seize the day. Drop the cherub off with Auntie Son and Uncle Jin.
Well, crap was going down, guys.
He's loving it.
Why don't you just tell us if we're going the right way?
They're going the right way.
Remind me why we're keeping him alive.
What do you suggest we should do like
Are you
Avion?
telling the truth?
No.
The map says where they are, and he says the map is right. Just keep moving.
Suspicious.
Okay.
Oh, look how fancy that is.
We have fresh fruit salad.
Good morning.
Are you here to save me?
Am I invited?
Down to the beach, Desmond.
I was hoping you might want to join me in a hunt.
Oh.
Do whatever he says.
Hunting with me might be a best option.
Oh my god. I think I know how to get us off this island.
What?
I'm going to
Saw the
capture all the
birds?
birds I see.
I know! Put notes on their legs.
Can you get some nets?
That's for what, Barb?
Ooh.
Oh, gotta watch out. You can't say any
you can't-
nicknames.
That's for what, Claire?
Charlie, can you go get some knives?
Charlie,
Have
he's
Desmond
thinking
right
about
next
it.
to you.
He's gonna go with Desmond.
Charlie,
I want to see you wasting your time, that's all.
Hope it's still good. You got a lot of
what
time.
happened to seizing the day?
Sorry.
Desmond ruined it. She's so
The
glass in
truck
her hair.
forced us off the road. Why are you even asking me these questions?
These questions are standard procedure when there's a fatality.
She's not dead.
Right.
I haven't asked you questions about my daughter because I do not want to know the answers.
It's different though, because her daughter was a lot younger, so it's easier to forget
and
and not realize.
just took over her whole life.
Because you are not on the list.
What?
Am I on the list?
Ben so magnificent. Then why did he need one of us to save him?
Ben.
It's not Ben.
Ben is not.
Hmm.
You are not on the list because you are flawed.
Don't speak to us as if you know us.
Of course I don't know you, Saeed Jarrah. How could I? Because the John Locke I know was
Hey.
perhaps...
Here, when you cut me
So
off,
phenomenal.
the John Locke I knew.
Couldn't wait 3 seconds before you interrupted me.
I know. Take offense. To keeping the dinosaurs, the mechanical dinosaur.
It's an invisible fence for the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
That's right.
Will this work?
Yes. Work.
Good.
My mom was a librarian.
Was?
Talk about the guilt. You know?
Yeah, big time.
Whether it's your fault or not.
I had glass in my hair, Aunt Lindsay.
Well, I'm glad that you're feeling refreshed.
I'm afraid we're looking at fairly widespread damage.
What does that mean?
It means that right
Not
now
gonna be the
these
same.
machines are sustaining her life.
We can't pay for that.
Don't worry. Her expenses have already been taken care of.
By who?
Darba.
By whom?
Just snare 1.
2. Who's shooting them?
Is that
Oh,
Desmond?
to get
He had the
away.
gun.
Oh, to get them away.
Oh, no. So it's just a coincidence, then. Where is it?
He ran away.
They go away.
I'm with Claire, though. It's weird.
What is it?
They look like big bells.
Touch it.
I don't know. Just say don't touch
Alarms,
it.
don't they? And it's like alarms.
I think they're electromagnetic or something.
Yeah.
It's an alarm system, or a trap.
It's a smoke
Either way, we'd
monster.
be safer going around it.
You're right.
We're gonna have you walk through it.
Just gonna put him through it.
Uh-oh. Oh my god! Holy crap! No
He
way! Really?
Oh my god.
Go get him.
But he thanked him. He's
Why
probably
did
been
he
through
die?
such torture.
Sorry. Looks like he suffered a cerebral hemorrhage.
Why did you do that? We needed him.
Nobody asked me about it when we brought him along in the first place.
Someone's gonna check that area now.
Pardon me for not knowing that they had a sonic weapon fence. Just tell me how we're gonna go through this.
We're not going to go through it.
Under.
We're going over it.
Over.
Here, I got it.
What you got?
Uh-oh.
He did know what the
Check
C4.
You never know when a little C4 might come in handy.
And why'd you blow it up if you knew it was
Perhaps
C4?
better than that.
Put C4 at the base of that pylon and blow it up.
Yeah.
I've been with Aaron all morning.
You're lying to me, Charlie.
I am not lying.
And Charlie, I don't want my baby around lies.
I think I'm overreacting.
Overreacting? No, I thought you were here for me, that I could count on you. What new doctor? Or the American?
Jack?
Yeah.
Jack's father?
Jack's dad.
Oh, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's probably paying for it.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry. I shouldn't be disturbing you. I was just leaving.
What are you doing here?
I was just on my way out, Lindsay.
It doesn't matter.
In the flashback.
Mm-hmm.
The house that he went to.
Mm-hmm.
She deserves to know.
Please, just leave
Deserves
us
to know.
alone.
You are not the arbiter here. I'm your father, Claire.
Holy crap!
That's not true. That's not possible.
I'll go first.
That's brave.
So how are they gonna get back out, though?
I know. Oh, crap.
Right?
But you're still gonna, like, get so close to it anyways. It's a seesaw.
I think staying like perfectly still.
It's gonna break.
Is there someone else gonna, like, knock her over?
Hi.
How is that thing staying so still though, and there's only just a piece of wood?
My god. I was joking.
You didn't want to see me?
No, I came out a bunch of times when you were little.
But you didn't come here to help me. You come down here and you try and get me to kill her?
Now, there is hope and there is guilt, and believe me, I know the difference. Bye, kiddo.
That's kind of true. Hope and guilt. She might have guilt because she was the one who was driving.
I wish you could all just talk this out and not make it a mystery.
Yeah. Oh, he got one. Just gonna cup it.
Peck, peck, peck. Bite, bite, bite.
Of course, the
Oh, he's so
slash.
friendly.
How did you know it was going to be here?
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Sure.
You had to. What the hell is going on, Desmond?
Explain.
You wouldn't believe me.
All these weird things happen anyways.
He got pounded again and again by the rocks and broke his neck.
Wait, what?
That's where Charlie died.
Don't say that, because then he's dead.
Look what Desmond found.
How about that? It does have a tag. You were right.
It's a big one.
How you died trying to get me this bird.
Don't believe all that, do you?
Yes.
Now, who turned the telly off?
So
Don't
all
they
this
know how
time.
much you love your nature shows?
Oh.
Yeah, because I want to watch Canadian
happens
geese.
to be birds.
Something I have to tell you. I should have told you a long time ago.
I'm pregnant.
I'm pregnant.
Oh, I was right.
Mm-hmm. How'd you know, Tom?
I knew it.
Raising me alone must have been so hard. And I was just awful. So sorry. So sorry for all the awful things I said to you in the car. I wish you were dead.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. I'll see you soon, okay?
Not all of us have survived since the crash, but there is new life, too. And with it, there is hope.
You know, I'm not giving up on you either, Charlie. We'll get through this together.
Right into the water.
That bird was very nice.
Ink runs.
His friends waiting for him? Where have you
They
been,
were
Jimmy?
just waiting. Now we can go.
Oh, they're going to Ben's side, aren't they?
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Oh.
That was stink.
Yeah, he has control of the birds.
And they're off the island. They don't know. Jack's off anyway. Look
Crazy.
at this nice little compound. Is that Jack? Shh.
It's like Get Out with a guy running.
Oh, he's just
no way. Look what Danielle said. But sooner than she thought.
Wow.
What?
I've never seen them that happy.
They're
since
my real
fall.
family now.
See, Jack's probably just trying to blend in so that, you know, he can gain their trust, but, you know, Kate's probably not seeing it that way.
Especially with what Danielle said, you know, like she doesn't want to see her daughter because so many years went by. It's different, though, because she was so young that she probably doesn't remember much of her mom anyways. But with Jack, yeah, like she's probably thinking.
Yeah, and
time has
he's just thinking, I'm going to get off this island. Ben told me I'm going to have safe passage home, so he's just waiting
But
for
are they
her
on
to
this?
ride.
Are they still on the same island? Because I
Yeah.
didn't see them cross any water.
Yeah, they are. They're they mentioned before that they
They live on the island, but they
work
go to
off
work at this
other place. Yeah, I think they mentioned that.
That's right. I think I remember
They're
that.
gonna come back on our island. Okay, so then.
So they have a whole
there he
perimeter.
is. Yeah, and
A
they
whole
can't
fence.
leave either. If it happens, they're gonna get the same demise as old Patches did.
Yeah, but how do they get
Or
off the
Patches.
island then? Because it surrounds them completely. So how
They
do they
must
even
go
get to
on
the
water through water.
But it's
There must
completely
be-
around.
There's probably some sort of gate or something that they can go through,
Probably.
or some kind of
The
device that can
guards.
deactivate it.
Yeah, because even by the water, we're still on land where the fence circled.
I wouldn't be
completely.
surprised if Ben is in charge of that controller or whatever it could be, and that you need his permission to go in and out.
Probably. I mean, he has a lot of control, as we know, and he has a lot more control now with this whole perimeter. So that way, like no one can
like a
escape.
cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And I'm
How
wondering
we
how,
live
it just doesn't seem like too much time has passed, but Jack seems really like he's just tossing the ball with Tom. So it just seems like he's just
I think he's trying to blend in to gain their trust. Because I think he's starting to realize. I hope he's starting to realize that defying them at every turn isn't working. That if he tries to blend in with them, that maybe he can gain their trust, and then he can really find out what he needs to find out.
I hope so. And I think Kate, especially this last moment, she's going to be paranoid and think of what Danielle said, and then kind of not be against him, but not sure if she should save him or not. But I hope she doesn't think that. It was weird.
I think she's probably gonna be pissed at first.
Yeah, I think so too.
Right.
But we immediately think, oh, he's trying to blend in. So hopefully she'll come to realize that too, most likely.
Yeah, just do the best he can to survive. And, he's a smart guy. He does things, strategically. So I'm sure that's exactly it. He's just doing the best he can. He wants off the island. He's very hurt what happened with Kate and Sawyer too. And he doesn't even know the backstory to that, how that came about, and that was purposely shown to him. letting him go and looking
Oh, yeah.
at
To
it
manipulate,
was
yeah.
so, it's all mind games. That whole thing of, them being captured, it was all mind games. It was crazy. It was very...
It's
The
amazing.
mastermind behind it was really good.
Yeah, it's amazing how many more discoveries we keep making on this island. Just having that huge fence that surrounds so much of land, like this island's huge, but holy crap. And how, why would you need a fence like that? Seriously, why would you need a fence that strong to kill people, in such a horrific way?
Well, maybe it's not for people. Maybe it's for bigger creatures like polar bears.
Yeah, dinosaurs.
Yeah. And they were...
Maybe it doesn't kill. Maybe it doesn't kill the polar bears, but it kind of stuns them.
Oh, I think it kills them. What happened to the old patch guy?
Yeah, because when Locke pushed him through the fence and he died that way, I mean, oh my God, the blood coming out of his ears.
And it wasn't instant either. It was...
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
So I kind of wonder if you can run, you would still get injured, but run all the way through, because he stopped. Once he got pushed, he just stopped and let it happen. Like you said, thank you. So, once it gets a hold of you, can you not move, maybe? I mean, did he just want to die because he said thank you? So he just stood there just to show what it could do. But yeah, I wonder if it just stuns you, if you could run and it just, for a second, gives you...
You mean like an actual invisible fence when the dogs run through it?
Yes, oh my God, poor dogs.
And that's what he wanted. He wanted one of them to go first. He probably wasn't expecting them, them to push him through. But, because he's like, oh, you're going to, waste your time going around. Sure. And
it was all the way around.
Yeah, it was good that Locke did that. If anyone was going to be killed, it is good to have him die. But, and he knew, and it's almost like they're all prisoners in this whole place.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised if they are.
And the patch guy said that there is someone else in charge. It's not Ben. So Ben is in charge of that.
So it's probably that guy that tried to, take in Juliet. That Richard guy.
Yeah, maybe.
It's got to be that guy's company.
Or it could be Jack's father.
They keep bringing Jack's father into everything because, here Jack's now, because we knew that he was cheating on his wife, and we saw a flashback of him going to the other house.
Yes.
With Ana Lucia.
If you think about it, though, he did there's a lot of connections with him involved, and for the fact that you can't find his corpse.
Yeah, the coffin's open, and Jack did see a vision or a few visions of him on the island.
Were they actually visions? That's the question.
I know.
That's right. Is he really there?
I mean, then we saw jumping to Kate's flashback when she saw that black horse. Mm-hmm. And then she actually saw that same beautiful black horse on the island, and we didn't see it again. Then Eye Patch Guy had horses. So I'm like, oh, maybe it was a horse from his place. But no, we didn't see one. I mean, there could have been one there. But I just feel like there's just so many different connections that are so spiritual. They're connected in some odd way. Of course, we don't understand. But yes. I'm saying that, he did die, but for some reason he was brought back to life, or this is purgatory, and that's why he is alive. Because I feel like, we keep seeing his father, that it's building up. Because why does he have all these connections? Now, it seems like people are caged, and they're all getting experimented on. Even the ones working for Ben don't seem to like that so much. That they're doing what they have to do. So, why would these people crash on a plane together on an island, survive together on an island, and all have these strong connections, super strong connections together? Right,
and we're seeing this group. This is the newest group on the island. It looks like Dharma was first, and now we have these others. Maybe the fence is because they were separating the old Dharma. They were trying to weed them out to get to these insurgent people, like the Ben people, like the new wave. Maybe that new company took in. This island is the core, though. I think the island itself is this, like you say, like a mystical, spiritual place. And so many people are researching on it for their own reasons. I think Dharma and Ben's people had different reasons.
Want to see something strange and mystical?
Freakazoid, I love it. I love Freakazoid, the old one. That's so great. But there's so many questions. And again, for everyone to be so deeply connected from the plane, outside of that, before that, with all these flashbacks and how we see other characters mix in and their family members, and how did they all end up here? So does a company, this Dharma or whoever else might be in charge, like, how do they know all these histories of these people to make them board the same plane together to end up here?
And it's like years in the makings, it almost feels like, right? All these connections between Echo, you know, trying to help out the psychic's daughter, who is a connection with Claire. I mean, there's just so many connections with everybody. You're right.
Yeah.
So it's almost like years of research through Ben's people.
It's just weird how you feel like it wants to be, you know, mystical and everything, but then you see all these different connections with the people that it makes you wonder, is it actually mystical or is it something planned?
Right. I know, like sci-fi or something. Yeah, because then they kind of like bring in all these technologies and stuff too, where, oh, this is plausible, you know, and I don't know. Yeah.
And what was it that Patches said to Kate, that you weren't on the list or something?
You weren't on the list. So,
and he knew all the names like everyone else.
And John, he was going to say something about John, and John was...
Danielle interrupted.
Yeah, she interrupted, so he never found out. So what is his true reason coming here? Is it, does he want to be part, you know, does he want to be included in this? Who knows? I know he wants to help get Jack out, but is there something, you know, different? Why did he bring the C4? And not tell anybody he has it.
Locke always does his own thing.
I mean,
he gets tested. Yeah. He probably had a different scripture on the freaking staff that says,
and he reads it. He reads things.
Blow shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boom, boom. Yeah, because for him to know that is really odd. So either he's trying to hide something from the group, but why is he doing that? But he is full of secrets too, and his faith is back, and he does trust in the island again, right?
Right, so, and he loved listening to Ben and have conversations with Ben. He was intrigued by that.
Yeah.
So you never know.
Maybe
now was Patches Locke's first real kill? I mean, he's never actually killed another human, has he?
Not that we've seen.
Because he's always been like protective of the people.
He was reckless with Boone.
He was reckless, but he didn't directly get him killed.
No, it wasn't him doing that.
Guided it though.
Decisive, yeah.
You know, this guy, he physically pushed him through the barrier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He didn't seem too bothered by it.
It's getting hotter and hotter now. I mean, things are getting really tense. So
they're getting really tense.
Yeah. You know what I thought? I thought that fence was going to trigger the smoke monster. I'm still calling it that just because we don't know. I know a lot of you guys are starting to explain what it could mean.
Do you like our smoke monster? Or
yeah, we're just kind of living in the moment, of course, because we have no other choice. So please no foreshadowing, though.
Yes.
But the fence, I thought, was going to trigger that smoke monster to come back. Mm-hmm. Like that was maybe the trigger for it or something.
Maybe the smoke monster's just burnt flesh. Whoever walks through it.
Takes all your memories and all your
something cooking.
Ew.
Something's on the Barbie.
Patches on the Barbie.
Well, speaking of Patches too, yes, he knew everything about everybody. Really, I mean, he knew Kate Austen. I mean, he knew about John Locke. I mean,
his station seemed more like a research station, so maybe he was researching these people.
Right, and you know. And it does make sense that they do know that they were coming, because normally if you crash and there's someone, like, God forbid something happened right now. So, I mean, you, as a human, you'd go to the other people and help them and give them warmth, give them shelter, help them. These people, all they did was try to annihilate them. Mm-hmm. And especially the tail end people. I mean, they just gobble them up. Oh, you're worthy. You're not worthy. Like he's telling Kate that, you're flawed. Everyone's flawed.
Mm-hmm.
You're
flawed
not on
how,
the list
though? That's what I want to know.
I mean, we're humans. We're supposed to be flawed.
He said
they should say it was weak.
Weak, and what were the other things? Yeah, so all these negative things.
Yes.
But was he talking about, like, individual people? Like, she's flawed because she's angry. He's flawed because he's weak.
Well, say he mentioned in his flashback when he confessed about torturing that lady, he said he was weak or something, right? I think he said something like that. So maybe he was actually singling them out because he does know who they are. I don't think it's just by name. For him to say first and last name, I think that was just showing a little bit, but he knows a whole lot more, like he said. But why? And so flaws. I mean, so they're looking for pure of heart.
I don't know, because I think that Patches was a little surprised with Locke. I'm guessing because if you look at all of Locke's flashbacks, he was very highly focused on, following his father.
He had bad obsessions.
Stalking his father. Yeah, he had a bad obsession. But then on the island, it's kind of the opposite.
No, he has an obsession with the island, though.
Yeah, but it's not like he's...
He does have a different obsession, yes.
But he's more focused to follow his belief versus just pure obsession.
Mm-hmm. And he is a good man. I mean, his past, he did everything he felt had a reason and a purpose, and he was so good and he was so happy, and everyone betrayed him, really. I mean, his father was the ultimate.
But what I'm noticing too, I love a lot of the characters here, but they're not perfect. And even if it is a pure of heart thing, which again, I'm just assuming maybe that's what the list is. Like, even Jack's not perfect. I mean, look at all the bad things he did. He's flawed too. Like, he gets obsessed with his work, and that's like the only thing he could focus on, and he also assumed his father. He got like crazy with his father, thinking that he was sleeping with his wife, and went nuts there and started being really mean to him, which made him go back to drinking, then lose his career and everything. So he kind of screwed up his father, who needed help because he was selfish in his own way and paranoid. So everyone has something that's not perfect. But yeah, Locke had his good points, but also bad points. Mm-hmm. And so does Kate, Sawyer. I mean, so I think everyone has a bit of good and bad in them.
They do. And
Saeed.
That's what makes us human, right? I mean...
But I think it also complements the group, too. I mean, because each of the flaws, somebody else can help them with it.
Yes, I mean, look at them coming back. Sawyer and Kate. Sawyer came back, and the guys did the whole van episode. That was awesome. He was welcomed with open arms by Hurley. It was just... Yeah, he was like so happy, and... even though at the end he was kind of sad with, not having Kate by his side. But, I mean, it's, that's what family is. It doesn't have to be blood. And they have been through a lot. And they all are flawed. I mean, like I said.
Well, Charlie said what? They were there for 80 days?
Yes.
So, I mean, that's been a while.
Yeah, it's almost 3 months. So,
yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, and hopefully Charlie will stay alive. I hate having that parent. Can you imagine being him, being like, oh my God, I could die at any moment?
Yeah.
What's today's forecast, Desmond?
I'm so surprised he didn't do what Desmond told him. Like, I was going to, oh, yeah, I have to go hunting.
Yeah, I have to go this way.
I have to drop it. Yeah. But, I think Claire understands it because, look, when she was going to, she didn't know what to do with the baby. She went to a psychic. I mean, she does have... she's open, her mind is open to other, ways of thinking. And so that's why she was totally content with what Desmond told her, and now she's going to help him.
Well, see, Desmond can actually screw with Charlie now and make him do whatever he wants.
But Desmond's just...
Charlie, if you don't clean my tent, you're going to die.
But I really think he is a really good soul to do what he's doing. And I think it's a big burden on him. I think it's really keeping him by himself. Yeah, I think it's a real burden on him, too. He's keeping to himself. I think it's really...
Well, I mean, think about it.
He's have on you.
Well, he's also seeing how Charlie dies every time.
Yeah.
So it's not just a one-time thing. It's, Charlie's dead again. God damn it.
And honestly, why even have these powers to begin with? Like, the bunker blessed him with this curse, like to always see this one person die. Maybe he can see everyone die, like right before they go. So,
yeah, he might start seeing other people's,
when it's close to their time
to go. But right now, it's just so much on Charlie, and I feel bad for Desmond that he has.
I mean, yeah, and the real question is too: is Charlie? It seems like he's destined to die, but I wonder if his death could be changed, or does somebody else have to make a sacrifice in this place?
What makes me nervous too with Locke, because the island reached out to him and told him about Boone, that I kind of wonder if the island's going to be like, crap, I can't kill Charlie. Let me go to Locke and like hint to him to do something because he has to go to prove himself again. I hope not.
Yeah, and who knows if Desmond's just going to give up and just say, I at this point, I've tried to save Charlie, 2
or something happens to Desmond.
Something happens to Desmond, or he's just going to say, it's inevitable. He no matter how I try to change things, it's inevitable. And
I mean, Desmond can't be with Charlie at all times. So, I mean,
No.
if Desmond's not there when something's going to happen,
Right.
he might not be able to help anything.
And again,
which sounds like a good season finale type of scenario to me.
I know. And with all this build-up, I really hope he doesn't die, because like we like to see the timeline broken. Like of all our other stuff that we're watching, like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and other Marvel
Break
shows,
it.
mainly
We want
that.
to keep Charlie.
Yeah, we want to be able to break the linear timeline.
Well, maybe something significant has to happen in order to stop that or change that.
Maybe something Charlie has to do with himself somehow.
Besides getting into a van,
Yeah.
roll down her.
I think
roll down the
that's
hill.
why he was conflicted too, not listening to Desmond, because he thought maybe
Yes.
facing his fear probably overcame it.
Right.
But
Right.
no,
That
now
whole
he's like,
van
oh, crap, it's
thing.
back.
It's like, oh, yay.
But I think we're going to end it there, guys. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon, as always. Bye,
And
guys.
Bye.
Bye. Don't feed the seagulls Alka-Seltzer. I was only kidding.
Don't do it.
No, don't do that.